Today I'm going to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. Oh, sorry, DVDs. I didn't mean to burp there, but I guess I add a little humor to the video. Anyway, you got the first one here, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Special Edition. This movie is great. It is crazy as hell. It is very realistic. It is freaky, and it is damn weird. Weird. But I definitely check this out. The movie, it shocked me the first time I saw it. I could definitely see why my parents didn't want me to see it, because it was pretty crazy. Then you got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a family portrait. This is not a movie. This is a documentary. Very good documentary. They got people talking about how the movie went and the making of it and all that. You've also got the cook in it, Jim Sido. He talks about playing in Texas Chainsaw and how it went. Then you got the 2-disc Ultimate Edition of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I tell you, Dark Sky Films, they make some damn good DVDs, I tell you that. Every DVD I bought from them just looks amazing. They can take old movies and remaster them, and they look better than ever. And they did an excellent job on this movie right here. This movie looks better than ever. They remastered it. It is amazing. Tons of extras. I highly recommend this version. It is much better than this DVD version right here. But great movie. You have to see it. Amazing. Great transfer. Tons of extras. Good God, it's the best version. That's the best version. Then you got the sequel. A lot of people said was a piece of shit, but I enjoyed it. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now this one is completely different than the first one. It is more of a horror comedy. You will not really be freaked out. You more likely will be sitting there laughing at what happens. Pretty much the same family, except you've got a character now called Chop Top. He looks kind of like a hippie. He's crazy. He's crazy. But he's pretty crazy. He's got a metal plate in his head. He is the twin brother of the hitchhiker in the first one. I'll see if I can. That guy right there, that is the hitchhiker. So Chop Top is a hitchhiker's twin brother, and he fought in Vietnam, and they got shot in the head, and now he got a metal plate in his head. But he's a crazy character in the movie. You will laugh your head off when you see him in the movie, because he's funny but crazy at the same time. But this is a good sequel. I enjoyed it. Funny, gory, hilarious. And the cook, aka Drayton Sawyer, he cracks me up. I actually got to talk to the guy that played Drayton Sawyer, Jim Sido, or Sido, however you say it. I talked to him in an email a couple of years ago, and then he died a few days later, so that was pretty sad. But at least I got to talk to him. I enjoyed talking to him in the email. I don't know if I was really talking to him. I think it was his son I was talking to. But he died from emphysema complications, and he was a great actor. I'll never forget him in Texas Chainsaw 1 and 2. Speaking of Texas Chainsaw, here is the gruesome edition. I have to say, they did a nice job bringing this back out on DVD. It looks much better than the last DVD version right here. They've added tons of extras. You got deleted scenes. The transfer looks so much better. Very good. And rest in peace, Jim Sido. I'll never forget you. Then you got part 3 here. Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. The Size family. He puts the teeth in terror. Here you've got the R-rated and the unrated versions. Now the only difference is, of course, the unrated is just slightly gorier. Just a little bit gorier. But this was a good sequel. I liked it. It does not have the same family from the first 2 movies, so they're pretty much out of the picture. It's a whole new family. And then there's, of course, Leatherface, but he looks completely different. But still, it is a great movie. Very crazy. And Very shocking, too. There's some scenes that are pretty disturbing. You've got that one guy that plays in Lord of the Rings. I cannot think of his name, but he plays in this movie. And there's a little girl. She's freaky as hell. But, wow, good sequel. Leatherface, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. And it runs in widescreen, I believe. All these are widescreen. And this Texas Chainsaw 2 runs in widescreen and full screen. So that's very good. Then you've got, as people would say, the piece of crappin' series, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. Now, I didn't think it was horrible, but I wouldn't say it was the best in the series. But I didn't hate it. But of course, it could have been better. Here you've got Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey. And of course, there's a whole new family in this one. There's Leatherface though, but he looks nothing like the Leatherface in the first three. He looks more like a very ugly prostitute woman, I'd say. But it wasn't a bad movie. It was fairly weird. The ending to this movie though, it made no sense at all. But the movie, I'd say, if you want to get it, go ahead, just to have the whole series. But it might disappoint you. But I only paid $5 for it, so I'm not going to complain. And the guy that played Leatherface, I think he died shortly after this movie was made, so it's a shame he died. This also runs in widescreen and full screen, so that's a plus for those who don't have widescreen TVs yet. Now, when I bought this version, I thought it was different from this version right here. I thought it was unrated or something because I had never seen this cover. But it is exactly the same movie, same runtime, same everything, just a different cover. Actually, I like this cover right here better than this cover. I think it looks better. But exactly the same. Runs in full screen and widescreen. And then you've got the remake and the prequel. I'll talk about the remake first. This is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Very crazy movie. This is the special edition, of course. Comes with the photos and where is it? I think it's right here. Nice little metal collector's tin with a leather face on it. Looks very good. But wow, this was a crazy sequel. I mean, remake. Sorry, I got a little bit confused there. But wow. Very wild, very gory. It was just very shocking. I remember when this came out in theaters, I was in theaters with my friend. Everybody left the theater except me. My friend, he was scared to death. He was just about to leave. And I'm just sitting there with a big old smile on my face saying, oh my God, this is the greatest movie moment of my entire life. But it was great. I enjoyed this movie in theaters. It was creepy. It scared me. It was damn crazy. It was good. Great remake. Another thing I like about the DVD is it looks like a chainsaw when you pull it out. Very cool. Very cool. Highly recommend the remake. Very, very good. Leatherface looks crazier than ever, and he's mean as hell in this one. I tell you, he's mean as hell. Then you've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. This is a prequel to the remake, so this one comes before the remake. This is the unrated version, too shocking for theaters. Now, I remember when this came out in theaters, of course, I was the only one in there because everyone else started leaving. They left right after the movie started. Isn't that funny? I guess they couldn't stomach the movie. But I enjoyed the movie in theaters. It looked great in theaters. The DVD is even better because they added a ton of more gore. There is so much gore in this version. This is the way the movie should have been. I like the cover too. The cover, you can actually feel the stitches and everything on his face. I'll show you the DVD here. But this is a very brutal prequel. Very crazy. Very, very good. Shows the birth of Leatherface and how he came to be and why he was so crazy. And of course, you got the crazy sheriff from the remake in this one. He was crazy as hell. Great movie though. You have got to see it. But I enjoyed all the Texas Chainsaw movies. Definitely check them out if you like horror movies that are crazy. And thanks for watching. You have a good day and stay cool.